course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Left side, he's got it, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
He'll drop to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Lions nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start the drive with Peterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up at the 40. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Jackson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Complete to
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12.
And now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Lions pressure. He's brought down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On the return, it's White. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw now on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 10 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 14. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and...
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Vikings. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
9-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
His throw here is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Eric Harris.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Drops this one off to McCoy underneath.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
17.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of a pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11.
Again, McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only
able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10. At the Lions.
2nd and 10.
Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Lions nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Maher on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 41, Lions nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
You don't like this!
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate tonight.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's
the Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He's going to let another interception. Picked off at the 39. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A good return up past the 30. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense, through the shutout, Adam, I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.